Hey, hi, what's going on? It's me, your boy. This is a supercut of my 100-day Rimworld series. This is simply just me removing the part that says like and subscribe at the end. So I'm doing it now. Like and subscribe. You can find the mods down in the description. I love you. Please enjoy this. Hello. Today we embark on a journey. 100 days. Will we survive or will we succumb to the brutalities of life? Playing with the list of mods that you can find down in the description, but the most notable are royalty expansion, combat involved, and hygiene. Our scenario. Naked Brutality, Romeo and Juliet edition. You were both knocked out by unknown means. Apparently, your two families didn't take too kindly to the two of you hooking up. Something to do with both your families killing each other for generations? So cliche. Now you're both awakened in a drop pod, crashing into a distant planet. You're both naked and totally unprepared. Can you survive? Can you love? Storyteller, Randy Random on Strive to Survive. I want a chance because commitment mode is its own goddamn challenge. Our two lovers as they stand are Ryan Noob Torrijos and Chibi Fuji. Noob was the firstborn son of the Torrijos family. He spent many days on his family turtle farm, allowing him to grow an affinity for animals and plants. To pass the time, he picked up the hobby of running. Later in life, an interplanetary war broke out, and every firstborn son under the age of 25 was conscripted to fight in the war. Noob's time as a space marine gave him skills in both shooting and medicine, as well as the strength to fight, build, and mine. Chibi spent most of her younger life in a coma, leaving her with porcelain-like skin. To make up for this time, she went off on the deep end trying to learn and gain experiences she had missed before. With her family being mid-level nobles, she had the capital and the means to accomplish whatever she wanted. She spent a lot of her time learning forms of art, medicine, farming, and cooking. She would also talk to anyone that laid eyes on her. Leading in life to inherit a title from her parents, it was expected that she worked under the crown. She chose to be a ranger, one that spends their time gathering information on any interest expressed by the crown. This is how she met Noob. Noob had returned home with his experiences, allowing him to make the most successful farm of anyone in the region. The crown wanted to know how he was so successful and used that knowledge to expand their other farms to boost exports from the kingdom. Chibi was sent to gather information from him, and they hit it off. After a few months, the crown had not received any progress on Chibi's mission. It was discovered that she not only hooked up, but married Noob. When the crown and Chibi's family discovered this, they were furious. They immediately sent them off-planet to hide the transgression from the general public so that the crown could maintain their image. This is a story about two star-crossed lovers fighting to survive a distant world, with Chibi fighting to regain the title she rightly deserves, as well as the wealth and fortune that comes with it. Day 1. Our two colonists crash land in a rainforest near the equator of the planet. This causes it to be permanently summer all year round, but the cause is a greater risk of infections and diseases. They waste no time claiming old limestone ruins before they start to gather resources, chopping down trees to make furniture, collecting berries to make meals, an outhouse to allow them to relieve themselves in private, a stockpile for their resources, and a horseshoe set as to not go insane. Day 2. A flash storm comes in, but it doesn't cause too much damage for the surrounding area. Noob and Chibi pass the time chopping more trees and collecting more berries. We set out our plans for a table and a zone to start farming in. Day 3. We finish the construction on the table and craft some tools. Noob prepares more of our base's walls, and we cue weapon construction as well. We need to be prepared for the ensuing raids that will happen. Day 4. We construct a bath to allow our colonists to keep up their hygiene. Noob tidies up the barracks and Chibi crafts our weapons. They also collect more berries and Noob finishes the repairs on the base, thus allowing him to start mining. Day 5. We lay out the spot for a cotton farm. It can be used to craft better clothes and is essential for trade. We separate the mine from the house to keep the beauty in our barracks up. Then, a maddened monkey attacks, but it's put down without much effort. Soon after, we were prompted to name the settlement and colony. We go with Chibi Noob after our star-crossed lovers. In the settlement, it's called Monkey's Hell, as the mad monkey is the most eventful thing to happen here. We kill another small animal before crafting a butcher's table and a fueled stove to make our meals. Day 6. We make a double bed for our lovers so they can get positive mood boosts from all the loving they'll be getting. We also make a passive cooler to keep the temperature down in the barracks. Day 7. 1 weekend and we're killing it, baby. By that, I mean the colonists are still alive. We're always low on food and medicine. We continue to hunt small animals for subsistence and mark the gold out to be mined. If a trader ever comes by, we can trade the gold for medicine, clothes, and food. Things essential for our survival. Day 8. We make a prison for any potential prospects to join the colony. We also harvest more berries and get some mining done. Later in the day, we get our first raid. A Neanderthal from Bulad, a large, fat, naked man named Huntsman. He needs some time to work up his nerve before he comes to charge us. So in the meantime, we have our first rice harvest. The raid finally starts, and we take much more damage than necessary, but Huntsman is dead, and we move on. Day 9. Day 9 is spent resting and healing. Noob builds a grave for Huntsman. Despite him being an enemy, he still deserves a proper burial. Chibi becomes pregnant, and a psychic soothe for males washes over the colony. Day 10 is spent mining further into the mountain. This will allow us to expand our living quarters without taking land from potential farms. Day 11, our first visitors. And they want to trade. We trade 59 gold for a bolt-action rifle, medicine, and 77 silver. Afterwards, we craft a research bench so Chibi can shuffle papers to become smarter. Since we're such a great host, the visitors gave us 84 silver as a parting gift. Day 12, we harvest more food from the surrounding trees and harvest more rice. That's it. Day 13, we've collected enough wood so that we can floor our house. What's the point of getting some loving in if you gotta get up and stand in the dirt afterwards? Noob also kills a cassowary so he can skin it and try to make some clothes. Day 14, Noob needs to level his construction so he can become smart enough to craft chairs and wind turbines. Two things that are equal levels of difficult. To understand these engineering feats, we have to have him construct the same chess table several times until he gains enough XP. Afterwards, Noob makes a tailor bench and Chibi starts work on the shirts for the both of them. Day 15, Chibi finishes the shirts. We lay down plans for a hallway and a freezer for food. Boom rats wander into our area and join the colony. We make a pen for them to live in. Chibi chops down more trees for wood. Day 16, we finish construction on the animal pen, move in the boom rats, and also expand the jail cell and bathrooms. Day 17, more bathroom expansion, baby. And then we also got mining going on, and we got building. Day 18, we receive our first quest from the Empire, a first step of many for Chibi to regain her rightful place at the top. The quest is to offer a pair of hands to the Empire in exchange for some honor. We will table this quest for now to weigh our options if we can support this at the moment. Chibi has shuffled enough papers to understand power storage, and we move on to beer production. Can't be happy without beer after all. Another wild monkey loses it and tries to attack us. A boom rat takes a hit, but we put the monkey down. Maybe it should have known our settlement name. We also started a small heel root farm to bolster our medicine stores. Chibi enters her second trimester and her pregnancy ever closer to having an heir to her empire. Day 19, Forsaken Travelers. A quest to allow people to stay in our colony for several days. Will they be traitors trying to take our colony, or just genuinely want some help? Only time will tell. Other than that, they are a welcome help. We're able to double our farm size, and they are able to clean and haul. We give them a room in our jail cell, which is now also our guest room. Day 20, we construct a stonecutter's table to give the colonists something to do when the farm doesn't need tending. We also finish the construction of the jail/guest room. Day 21, we deconstruct some more trees and replace our stools with chairs. We get our second raid. It's from the Tox group. Inamu with unwavering loyalty to the Solid House with you, buddy. He's left bleeding on the ground to crawl back home. Everyone goes back to work, easily able to disregard the raider. A mad capybara appears, and he goes the way of the monkeys. Chibi's pregnancy is progressing, and we set up items for that. A crib for the newborn baby, as well as toys for the new kid. Day 22, Rotro needing help. A man with paralytic abasia wants to experience new cultures, but can't move. This sounds like the colony doesn't want to care for their colonists that can't move, and they're just disguising it as a way for them to experience new cultures. Doesn't matter to us though. We'll get a bionic lead and silver out of the deal, so win-win, I suppose. Day 23, we have a decent stockpile of animal skins and cotton, so we can make bills for a bunch of clothes now that we have the resources and manpower to dedicate time to making them. Day 24, Kit wants to join. One of the colonists in need of help wants to become a permanent member of our colony. Of course, Kit, welcome aboard. We're also starting the construction on the interior plumbing instead of just shitting in poop chutes. Day 25, we finish our first toilet and start working on our solar-powered water heaters. We'll have hot showers forever, baby. We plan an expansion for the bathrooms to 2 showers, 2 sinks, 4 toilets, and a bathtub. We got a plan for the massive colony we're gonna have after all. Day 26, the fleeing praetor. An easy 8 honor for Chibi. A noble is begging for our help, and all we have to do is kill a guinea pig. Easy. Oh shit, a snake killed it. Sick. Well, that's 8 honor for no work. They really just give this shit out to anyone, huh? Now that Chibi has achieved the same honor as some ranking military or low-level diplomats, we give her a throne to ponder in. Soon after, we invite the consulate to bestow the rank, and hey, look at that! An honorable ceremony. That's an extra honor for us, baby. Now, let's play Who Doesn't Belong. I know it's hard. Just bear with us. I think you can get it. Oh look, it's the person wielding a club and wearing a cowboy hat. The one that outranks multiple military members and diplomats, all because a praetor wasn't able to kill a fucking guinea pig. Day 27. A cold escapee approaches the colony with a request to talk. We sent out Steven because of his high social skill and his high level of disposability. The escapee wants to join our colony. There's clear signs she's hiding something, but we'll deal with that later. She dons on her cowboy hat and gets to work. Soon after, Chibi goes into labor. We all gather for the birth, but Chibi gets bored and decides to go play horseshoes instead. The baby's born. Fernand Webster Fuji, a healthy baby boy. Chibi breastfeeds the newborn while the father/husband stargazes outside and contemplates his life decisions. Day 28. When Chibi is finished feeding Webster, she puts him on the nightstand and passes out. We receive a quest about a scandal. An affair is happening between a noble and a commoner. How scandalous. Specifically between Musis Neforver and Marta Macius. Musis wants us to house Marta here as a prisoner until the whole thing blows over. Day 29. We set out our plans for a prison with a bathroom so we can house Marta and other future prisoners. We're also barely getting by with our food supply, but with Chibi recovering and getting back to work, we should be alright. Day 30. Several weapons fall from the sky, but they are pretty crap. We also work to expand the storage area. We need storage for all this crap that's falling from the sky. We can sell it for 3 silver after all, and that's good money. Day 31. We accept the prisoner quest to house Marta. In exchange, Chibi will receive 3 honor. For Chibi's psychic powers, we decide to make her a static lord, with the powers of Bolt and Chain Bolt. We plan out power lines throughout the colony as well, for our future AC/lighting systems. Day 32, we mark out components to collect, so we can build things like windmills, batteries, and AC units. More refugees approach requesting to join us for a small time while they get back on their feet. Let's hope they're as good as the other ones. Glitch, the cult escapee, reveals her secret. Her organs are rotting away. Specifically, both of her lungs and her kidney. She needs them all replaced. Visitors soon stop by after this. Sadly, they're not selling organs or food. We do buy some medicine and a reinforced barrel in exchange for some gold, a partyknife, and cowboy hats. Day 33. We're still running out of food, but don't worry about that. Campos is throwing a party for everyone. In the commotion of the party, Steven decides to betray the colony. What an asshole. In all of the confusion, we assume it was the new refugees and not the previous refugees that were betraying us. So we arrest Steven and one other colonist while the rest of them get away. Guess we're recruiting them the hard way. Day 34. The hero finally finished growing and we harvest some. We've also run out of food, so while we wait for the crops to grow, we hunt and kill 3 cassowaries. This should be enough to hold us over for a while. Welcome back to the best Rimworld 100-day challenge you've ever seen, baby! In this part 2 of 3, we last left off on Chibi giving birth and a harvest of heel root. Will the colony be able to go from surviving to thriving? Maybe find out here. Day 35. Chibi works on recruiting the prisoners. Having this many mouths to feed and only half as many actually working is putting a large strain on our resources. Taking stock of our items shows we will need to hunt more food. In preparation, we will make bills for arrows and bows. The boom rat population has also gotten out of control, and we'll need to cull them before they start to starve to death. Day 36. We decide to force the older boom rats into a circle of death, so that when they explode, it only kills the ones we want to die. This will also give us some extra food to bolster our supplies. Our plan works well enough, and we get some extra meat. Day 37. We butcher the corpses of the boom rats, then we upgrade from a fueled to an electric stove. We also upgrade from a passive cooler to an AC unit. Really starting to thrive here, baby. Day 38. More prisoner recruitment attempts are made, and we're whittling down their defenses, but it's slow work to make them join. We still have a low amount of food to go around as well. We get a quest to offer an extra set of hands to a colony nearby. I think about sending Steven as soon as we recruit him, but then I decide to send Glitch, so now, at this moment, we'll have one less mouth to feed. Glitch also couldn't help with the food problem, as their skill is mining and not farming or cooking. This also gets me to realize Glitch was hoarding 10 meals. We take those and immediately put them in our storage for people to eat. Day 39. The affair scandal is blown over, and it's time for Marta to leave us. We hunt a guinea pig and cassowary for food, then we're attacked. A raid by the Codezo tribe. A group of imps charge and are put down by a mix of noob shooting, Chibi psi powers, and Kit's club. We take them both prisoner and start attempts to recruit them. We took a couple scrapes and bruises on our end, but nothing too serious. Day 40. We're running on fumes. We're even out of food. Things are looking bad for the colony. Day 41. After many long talks, we finally recruit Steven. Finally, someone will be a complete fucking freeloader on the colony. Soon after. There's a prison break attempt. It's quickly squashed, and there goes more of our fucking medicine. Hey, it's only up from here, right? Day 42. A hunting party of 4 men with bows comes rampaging near our colony. They're after a herd of wild boars to the north. The party is surprisingly successful in their endeavors and capture 3 boars. They also litter the area in arrows, about 40 or so. We have Kit go collect them all. Afterwards, 4 refugees request to join our colony. We immediately accept, demand they turn over the weapons, and then we put them to work. Day 43. Campos is convinced to join our colony. More blood for the blood god, more hands for the factory floor. Oh look, a wild boomalo! It supplies some much needed meals for us. We also set up a small room for guests we host at the colony. Day 44. This is the day Rotro says goodbye. You know, the guy with paralytic abasia? The one that was sent here as a culture learning adventure? The guy who stayed in a shitty barracks for 15 days with 4 other people? His colony has decided he's almost cured of his disease. He can return home. He won't be so much of a burden with these new refugees we've received. We're running out of food. We need to hunt, but I don't want to risk giving the refugees back their weapons. Luckily, our prayers are answered as a wandering trader appears. We're able to buy some food and medicine, but it's not a lot of either. We get a quest to protect a fox with paralytic abasia. We accept the quest for the fundamentals of biofuel and 25 silver. Glitch returns from his week-long labor trip just as a combat supplier from Godos arrives. Sadly, the supplier does not have much that is useful. Toward the evening, a fox falls from the sky named Yakov. We send Chibi out to go rescue, while Noob stitches together a bed for it. Animals make people happy, so we hope it decides to join us. Day 45. We accept goodwill from the Godos faction in exchange for one of their members joining us to learn about our culture for the next 3 weeks. At this moment, we finally have enough resources and manpower to expand the bathroom, but we're still deciding where the throne room and storage rooms will go. Yakov the fox sadly decides not to join our colony. We can forget about this wild animal in our house. I'm sure nothing bad will ever happen. Day 46. We mine out and expand our basin into a square. Flat lines in conformity. It represents what we take from nature. Our domain expands as nature shrinks. We are man. Nature will always be put down by man. But see, nature doesn't like this, and decides to fight back. That's when Yakov the fox approaches Baby Webster and removes his head from his body. That's right, the baby is dead. The baby we left alone in a room with a wild fox. It's dead. We beat the fox to death and then eat it for dinner. Soon after, Glitch dies due to their organ decay, but because he was the victim of a colony that did some ritualistic stuff, he can just resurrect himself. Noob constructs a sarcophagus for baby Webster, the heir to a future monarch he will never get to see. Day 47. Today is a sad day. Webster's death is causing major negative mood debuffs across the entire colony. That doesn't mean we can stop though. We still need food. We have to show nature who is boss. Steven is given a gun. And is told to go hunt animals. We also put concrete around our wind turbines to stop grass and trees from growing and causing blockages. Chibi's dedication to meditation. Chibi's dedication to meditation has allowed her to level up her psychic abilities. She has picked up Thunderbolt. This causes an EMP effect, causing all electronics in the blast area to shut down for some time. The dire situation of our food has come to roost. So we're hunting an elephant. Chibi is able to stun the elephant with her abilities as Steven and Noob take it down. The plan goes off without a hitch, allowing us to make a lot of food. Later in the day, we get a quest to build a monument. We accept, as a royal tribute collector stops by. We have nothing to give, so we will not be getting any extra honor today. Day 48, we lay out the plans for our kitchen/freezer setup. Our food situation is going to be great. It'll be better than it ever was before. People will look at it and say, wow, that's the best food I've ever seen. No one has ever done it better than you, sir. We rearrange the workshop benches and add tool benches to increase our work speeds. We also break ground on the monument we need to build, as well as an expansion to our storage area. Day 49, Bourbon has a mental break, and to cope, he starts to dig up corpses. We quickly rebury the corpses before it causes people to have worse moods than they're already in. People have yet to get over the death of baby Webster, so we can't have that happening. We mark more animals to hunt, and the shuttle arrives to pick up Puget. And that's another task completed for us, baby! Day 50. We've finished work on the monument. Our farms are almost ready for harvesting, and we're really close to researching solar panels. Day 51. We receive a quest for an acolyte to join us, as well as 2 guards. She will stay at our colony for 5.5 days and will appreciate appropriate accommodations. If we keep our mood above a certain threshold, we will receive 13 honor. Also, as a bonus, if the guards die, nothing happens. So what we do? We kick Tony out of her room and convert it into the guest room for the acolyte. Finally, after 20 days, Hatch decides to join us. He has a strong passion for cooking, so in time he will become our head chef. But for now though, we will probably have a few food poisoning incidents. But it's fine. A means to an end after all. Day 52. Acolyte and company arrive early in the morning to a rec room absolutely littered with vomit and dirt. We quickly clean up the mess and make her a throne made out of wood. Doznav is recruited soon after, dresses herself in the appropriate attire, and gets to work. We then finish research on solar panels and jump on machining research with the eventual goal of making guns. With the arrival of these guards, we started to craft a plan. The plan? To investigate the ancient danger we made our base against. The guards know how to fight, and nothing matters if they die. With Chibi backing us up with her Thunderbolt EMP blast, there's nothing we can lose. We stack up and open the ancient danger. Inside are 3 cryosleep caskets and several mechanoids. We put hundreds of bullets into the mechanoids, but nothing happens until Chibi spans her Thunderbolt ability, which makes quick work of them. We're able to capture 2 of the people from inside the cryo chambers. Soon, they will become our recruits. Day 53. I have made the executive decision to turn the ancient danger into our new workshop/storage area. Our current workshop will become a super nice rec room/barracks. Day 2. One of the people we liberated from the ancient danger has 4 different infections. Another raid approaches, a dude with a shotgun and a fat man with a knife. We make quick work of both of them at the cost of Gabby getting stabbed. Good thing every doctor is in great health and is willing to help out in situations like this. Just kidding. Everyone has food poisoning and several people almost die. Day 54. A shaman merchant stops by and we purchase 2 rams. With this purchase, we expand the animal pen to allow them to access to more grass so they do not starve. This is when I realized that I can't find our bolt action rifle. With that gone, and everyone with food poisoning, we're just out of food. I have to rip raw food out of everyone's hand so we can actually make cooked meals out of them so they don't continue to be sick. Day 55. Steven tries to kill a maddened bird, but when he tries to kite it, the bird catches up and starts attacking him. Chibi is swift enough though, and comes to his rescue. Later, we sent out Doznav to go hunting. He immediately whiffs his shot and angers a rhino. We quickly put together a cavalry team. Thanks to Chibi's chain bolt sidecast, we're able to set the rhinos on fire and stun them at the same time. This allows us to kill them without taking damage. Day 56. This back and forth of food is really taxing. We need a stable income of nutrients for the colony. I'm sure we'll figure it out sooner or later. The Acolyte's entourage is leaving, and they were ecstatic about their stay here. This allows Chibi to receive enough honor to achieve the title of Praetor. We need a throne room before she can accept this title though. We finish mining out the ancient danger to make it a square, and we begin to work on adding lights, shelves, electricity, and moving workstations into the space. Day 57. We continue to move workstations into the new space we've claimed. We then place fermenting barrels to make beer, and we're recruit Rika as our builder/crafter. Day 58. As we harvest the rice, we replace it with corn plants. Our warehouse workshop is coming along nicely. Day 59. A raid comes in and everyone is sent to their battle stations. We kill 3 of them, but we lose Campos in the battle. Of course, he was the one wearing all the prestige armor, causing it to be tainted. I'm gonna make other people wear it because it's good armor, but they will have a permanent -4 mood debuff. Oh well. This fight really showed we need guns though, as it could have been a lot worse. Day 60. We've completed a Rimworld year, 60 days around the sun. To celebrate, D2 decided to join a colony. We also work on the floor of the new barracks room, because we gotta finish the floor so everyone is happy about living here. Food continues to be a problem for the colony, and we still really aren't thriving, but we have survived a full year here on the Rim, and only 2 people have died. It's alright though, we can just make another child, not a big deal. Third and final of the greatest trilogy ever created. You can always find the mod list down in the description. Watch it all or suffer the consequences, asshole. Day 61. We designate more plants to be removed from the surrounding area. Dude, I cannot enunciate the words anymore. Day 61. We designate more plants to be removed from the surrounding area. We deconstruct the awful furniture and replace it with normal or better quality furniture. Once we are finished with the barracks construction, we will move on to the throne room for Chibi. Day 62. This is the day we realize that D2 is missing a leg. We give him a wood log as a new one, which is better than nothing, I suppose. It really sucks that all of our people that are good at shooting are either missing a limb or have a bad back. How are they supposed to hunt if they can't outrun animals? Day 63 is spent constructing the throne room. We have plans for flooring, pillars, and braziers. Day 64, a war merchant is here. Let's buy some guns. Oh, guess what? He has none. Some war merchant, huh? We trade him boom rats for a war axe and leave disappointed. We pay an informant and his entourage about a quest that's available. A novice of the Empire is in some hot water and needs to lie low for a while. In exchange, he will give us goodwill within the Empire. Day 65, we have officially switched from rice to corn. This will allow us to spend less time in the fields, and when the corn is ready, we'll get more per square. We also expanded the cotton and hops farms so we can get more money up later on. We're finally able to pipe up the rest of the bathroom so 13 people no longer have to share one shower. Day 66. Tony has a great time here, but has decided to leave our humble colony. That's another completed task for us. We mark more components to collect, and a trader stops by. We're able to trade cloth for more silver. They also gift us venom arrows as a sign of good faith. Later on in the day, Shambler's approach. This is what Glitch could have been if his ritual wasn't so successful. We decide to ignore him. Day 67. We establish several places to fire guns from while remaining in cover. We receive a quest to broker a negotiation between 2 nearby factions. Our plan is to attend once Chibi receives her new title. With all the tasks we've completed, she's able to accept the title of Knight. This title also gives us the privilege of trading with the Empire. Turns out, we are on the cusp of the next rank, and because the ceremony was so great for Knight, they gave us extra honor to reach Praetor. We decide the negotiation is more important though, so while Noob and Chibi make their way to the negotiations, we start to prepare the throne room for the next rank. Day 68. Oh, Frabjous Day. Chibi is pregnant once again. Let's hope it goes better than last time. Noob and Chibi are sent out with sleeping bags and enough food to get there. Let's hope they make it and don't starve. Day 69. Nice. Noob and Chibi are close to arriving at the negotiations. We have made the throne room just barely nice enough to meet the Empire standards for Praetor. After much time, we also complete work on an ammo bench. We immediately schedule for ammo to be made for the bolt-action rifles, shotguns, and revolvers we have. Chibi and Noob make it to the negotiations. Sadly, no one could agree on anything, and the whole thing fizzled out without any conclusion. But it wasn't a complete waste. Chibi got 6,000 social XP. It's going to take them 2 days to get back here though, so let's hope they don't starve. Day 70. We spend our time arming every colonist. There's something on the horizon. I can feel the tension in the air. Day 71. On their stroll back, Chibi has gotten food poisoning and is also pregnant. This is slowing the progress back to the colony drastically. In the meantime, a supply drop of 200 bison will fall from the sky. Late into the evening, the caravan of Chibi and Noob return safely, but they are starving and in terrible moods. Day 72. We expand Chibi's room to accommodate the title of Knight and wait for her to get her mood up. Later, we have the ceremony, which is once again grandiose, which means another 2 free honor for Chibi towards her next rank. Day 73. We now have a large stockpile of corn. Food has finally been solved forever. Nothing bad will ever happen to us ever again. We later receive a quest to take care of a hive infestation for 3 honor and a book. We accept and take down the hives with relative ease. Unfortunately, breathing in burnt bug carcasses isn't good for our health, so we have to run around and open every door of the compound to vent out all of the black smoke. Day 74. In the middle of the night, we're attacked. A raid on 4 fronts. They have a mixture of guns, grenades, and melee weapons. We've been We have been preparing, and we are able to defend off the attack. We've been preparing, and we're able to defend off the attack. Not without taking a lot of hits, though. A few of us die, but everyone survives. We even managed to take one of the attackers captive. Day 75, Chibi finally gets her cape and chills the fuck out. She thinks she's so cool, but everyone thinks the power is going to her head. We also accept a quest to lend some help to a nearby faction. In exchange, we get the title of Artist, a Masterwork LMG, and 150 303 rounds. Day 76, a mechanoid cluster lands from the sky and quickly sets itself up on the right side of our map. We have to devise a plan fast to take this thing down. Day 77, utilizing the certificates we received from the Empire, we hatch a plan, an orbital barrage as an opening attack to damage their defenses. Then, the Janissary squad will infiltrate and cause major pain to the enemies. To back them up, we have Chibi with her EMP strikes as well as several people with weapons. I think we got this. We call in the orbital strike, and it completely misses its mark. That's okay. We're running with the plan anyways. Janissaries, charge out! And they're dead. That's okay though. We have Chibi to cover. Oh, and she's down. Fuck it. Everyone go in now. We need to finish this. Well, that sucks. All that's left is a fancy abandoned complex, several large fields of crops, animals stuck in their enclosure with no chance of escape, and a landscape that's littered in death and destruction. Oh, what's this? A man in black! Will he be able to rebuild? Maybe breathe new life into this colony perhaps, and he's dead. Well, thanks for watching. This is far from my last Rimworld playthrough, I promise. Like and subscribe for more. I love you. Mwah.